Alright, welcome guys. This is a video sort of uh, explaining how to get your wheel to work with city car driving. It was pretty complicated for me to sort of figure it out and work it out, but it was fairly simple in the end, and this video shouldn't be too long. So the first problem that I have a Logitech Driving Force GT. Um, the first problem was that the wheel just wouldn't work at all with the game. Uh, I could turn the wheel, but it was really crappy. The resistance was horrible, and I bought it for my son, and I really wanted to get it to work properly so that he's not going to get like a gift that is worth less. So the first problem was and I'm trying to keep this organized. I hope I don't forget anything. The first problem was to get a proper driver for this wheel, and with uh, some driver came with the Logitech wheel. I just plugged it in and started installing the device, but it just wouldn't work. This whole program didn't work. Nothing worked properly. So I'm using Windows 8, so that is, I think, mainly the issue. And what I've heard, this wheel is pretty old, so it is new for me. I just bought it, but it's been around for a while, so they haven't, I think, updated the drivers properly. So the first thing you're going to need is to go over to the Logitech, or actually, first thing you're going to do is Google the drivers for the wheel that you have, and um, I actually couldn't find the driver from the Logitech website for some reason. I was actually pretty annoyed after trying to get it to work for so long that I just Googled it and figured out some other place to get the driver from. And I suggest you do the same thing unless you know better and know where to find it. Just Google the name of the wheel and the latest drivers, and then find a website that you can download them from. Just make sure it's safe. Um, After that, you're going to have to go over to the control panel because there is a faulty driver here. So you're going to have to go here and well, the first thing you can do is check this. If the controller is here and the name is here, and the control panel, hardware and sound, devices and printers. If your controller is here, it is most likely working, but if there is a problem with it, even though it's here, then I just suggest you reinstall the driver. And you go to the device manager, and it is here under the human interface devices. And as you can see, it is written down here correctly, but when before I downloaded the driver, the name was something like this, USB input device, and I had to figure out which one was the right one. I did it by unplugging the device and plugging it back in and figuring out from that which one it was, because I'm not that tech savvy, so I didn't really know any better way of doing it. Then you right click when you found the right one and you uninstall the device, and after that you install the correct driver. It is preferred that you uninstall it, then restart your PC, and then you should actually unplug the wheel, and then do it again, uh, restart, then start up again and install the new driver. And after that, for me, it didn't give me any notification that I would have to restart the PC, so I thought it would work, and it didn't work. So I had to go over here, and when I hovered my mouse over this, it said that you need to restart, and I was pretty damn pissed off at that point because I've been working at it for a while then, trying to find solutions. But after that, your driver should be good, your wheel should be pretty good, should work relatively well. The second thing that you're going to need now, after the driver is installed, is this little program here. And you go to Google again, you go to the Logitech support site. You just write your wheel down here. For me, it is the Driving Force GT, and support should do it. There we go. So you go over to the download section down here, and you choose your OS. For me, it's Windows 8, and then 64-bit, and then you download this program here, and it is the same as the profiler, which is this one. Download it, install it, and that's when you can start working on your wheel settings. And I apologize, these settings are in Finnish for some reason. I usually have everything in English, but for now, for some reason, I didn't choose the language. I don't think it just automatically did it. But all these tabs are in the same place pretty much, I think. So it doesn't really make a difference. So you after you've done all that, installed the drivers, downloaded this program, restarted your PC, you go over to the profile and you create a new profile. And you just write down its name, and you choose the game that you want it to be associated with. And for me, it was city car driving first, and then you just choose it from there and click OK, and it creates a profile. Because I think before you create a profile, for me, the wheel didn't work properly, and all these settings are not going to be, they're all going to be blanked out like this one. So you're not going to be able to do anything with this program, I don't think, if I remember right. Well, yeah. Once you're done with this, you what I did to make absolutely sure that everything was all right, I started off with I wanted to go through all the settings and make them all the way that I wanted to. There are a few ways of doing this, so I just did everything. So this is the settings tab, and this is, I think, the general device settings, and you open this up, and my wheel turns 900 degrees max, but for some reason it just turned 180, even though I changed all of this. I can't remember what the problem was, but I think it was because of the driver. But after I've gone through all that trouble, I wanted to make sure that all these settings are at 900. Actually, for this game, yeah, let me keep it simple. Just go up to 900, and all of this you can tweak to your liking, and it's in Finnish, and I'm not going to start translating everything. But the one with the degree mark here, turn that up to the maximum that your wheel supports. After that, you go over to this is the device tab, I would think, and game controllers or device controls, you go there, and this is the same as with the control panel. Let me just show you how to open that up from here as well. It is from hardware and sound, and devices and printers, and when you right click this one, open properties, and properties from here. Oh no, it doesn't work actually. Jesus. Oh well, you can get it from somewhere. I can't remember right now. But this is basically what you're gonna need, and this is the sort of the calibration of the device and everything. As you can see, the wheel is turning pretty slowly. It's actually, I've turned it, this is 90 degrees, but you can see there's still a lot of room to turn more, so if I keep turning it, it's 450 degrees now, but this is actually what it's supposed to look like with wheels that support more than 90-degree turns. So you go to the settings tab, which is this one, and you put this up to 900 as well, and then you just close it. There's no OK button here. You just close it, and you press apply, of course, and then OK. And this is actually a good screen to test out your settings. For me, it works properly now, so I'm just gonna click cancel. I don't want to ruin anything, but this is what I did as well. And OK, and then you go over here, and this is the game settings, like for particular games, which is decided by the profile that you're using. And I turned this one up to 900 as well. I did everything possible to make this work. And from here you can choose the profile that you want for the game. This is the setting for the wheel, and I'm sure if your wheel is some other than Logitech, you're gonna have to find different solutions. But I would think that if you have problems with the wheel, it is due to a faulty driver and some sort of software that you need for that particular device. But now over to the actual game. I hope I remembered everything. Let me just check. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to touch these. These are settings for the wheel and for all the different buttons that you have here, and you can tweak them with this program. It's pretty good, pretty simple. Then you go over to the actual game. And this is what I found pretty annoying when I started up, because the wheel was super sensitive to every, like, even just move it ever so slightly and it would turn your car and you'd crash over into walls and everything. But you go over to the settings of this game, and this is what I personally missed, and I think this is what other people have missed as well, and it's sort of not even worth the video because it was so simple in the end. So here are all the buttons. Almost like more than half of the buttons in my wheel did not work previously until I installed the Logitech profiler and of course the driver before that. After that, everything started working nicely. All the stick gear shifts and everything started working pretty good, but I still had the problem with the sensitivity. So you open this up and you go to the general tab, and over here you can I don't know why that's up, it should be down. Over here you can, this is what you're going to need. I think one of the things that you're going to need is this one, and you're going to turn it all the way down, and I think this works with the controller as well. If you just have a basic, like an Xbox 360 controller or something like that, I think this helps out a lot. And the dead zone, if you have a wheel, it's pretty good to just keep it all the way down. If your wheel is broken a little bit, that it sort of turns by itself in a way. I don't know how a wheel would do that, but if it does, you can turn this up. And this actually works pretty well with the 360 controller, because mine is very old. It's like years and years old, so it had a lot of like just static movement. Sort of when I just left it, it would turn right or left. So if I didn't touch it, so this is a good thing to turn up if you have a broken controller. All of this doesn't really matter. I think you can figure out what they do, but this steering wheel linearity is what you're going to need to turn down, and you're going to need to get the profiler and set your wheel up properly before this game starts, or before you start the game. And I'll just go over to the actual game for now. I hope that helped. Let me just go over to the motorway. So, that is all that you should need. I hope I didn't forget anything crucial, because this sounds so simple compared to what I was like when I was trying to get it to work. It was so hard, so complicated, or it felt like it. I couldn't find proper information anywhere. But I think the main problem was the driver, then I needed the profiler, and then I needed that general tab in the settings. Okay, so now I'm in the actual game. I actually had to edit out a bit where I started the game and the wheel didn't work for no apparent reason. I just shut the game down, started again, and it started working. So here's the actual game. I'm just going to show you, if anyone's interested in the actual game and hasn't gotten it yet, and just to show you how the wheel actually works. This is a Russian driving simulator, so you can pretty much drive any way you want. Let me just get the handbrake, there we go. And as you can see, it turns around pretty well. There are no issues with the turning. But I think that covers it. If you have any other questions that you need answers to, I think I might be able to help you out. If I forgot anything, just let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, once I got this game working, it is pretty damn good. Like, I personally don't really play it that much, if at all, because I can go out and get into a car in real life and drive it. But this is actually pretty good because you have a lot of modded cars for this game, so you can get a lot of those cars that you're never gonna be able to drive in real life. So you can put them in this game and just try them out and drive around in traffic and everything, which is pretty damn awesome. Um, the modding was pretty. I think it was pretty difficult. I was checking it out. There are problems with the mods as well, because this game is Russian, so some of the mods, like some of the cars, need a file that is written in Russian. But sometimes when if you don't have a Russian machine, your computer doesn't understand the language written on the text file, so it will just come out as gibberish, and you're gonna have to find the actual Russian, or the original Russian text for the car in order for it to work, or the text file. But other than that, I think it wasn't too complicated. I only scratched the surface of it, but I'm gonna. There we go, Russian drivers, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some more cars for my kid to play around with, and of course, must admit, me as well. I would like to try out some of the modded cars. Oh Christ, everybody's driving so crazy. Yeah, otherwise, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think I'll try and drive this motorway from the other side. I'm gonna make a U-turn and drive back if you just want to watch me crash the car, but I'm gonna try and drive it all the way through with the pedal down. Yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try and help you out. I think that's it. Peace out.